good evening or afternoon, depending on what time you're watching. It's a very great pleasure for me to be sat in the studio in the Chantry Centre, and with us for this week's show we've got a very special interview with Paul Roberts, the singer from the Stranglers. Steve can give us a nice shot of Paul.
Hello, Steve. Hiya, Howie.
Paul. Hi, Paul. Welcome to Town TV Studios. Just got a few small minor questions for you, nothing too overly taxing.
Minor questions?
Yeah, minor questions, you know. You've just finished a world tour in the last couple of years. I mean, how did the tour go?
Very well indeed. In fact, in the last 2 years, we finished the tour, well, we've done 111 dates in 15 months. 111, that is a lot of dates. Yeah, it's pretty prolific. We're not sure if there are any other bands that have actually been working that often.
Whereabouts did the tour take you?
We started in Belgium, basically. We started in Belgium, we then went to England, a strange place across the water from Europe. And then we went to Scotland, then we came, then we went back to Europe, then we went to Japan, then we went to England again, Scotland, France for about 2 weeks. We went to the USA for 6 weeks. And then we came back, did some European festivals, and we've done another British tour, and then we stopped for Christmas, really.
Very busy then.
Very busy.
Very busy, very busy. So what's your favourite memory or nightmare from the tour then?
My favourite memory? My favourite nightmare is the fact that we had to pull out about 5 shows in the end of '92 because I contracted 3 illnesses off of our tour manager, which aren't very, they're not very good diseases to get if you're a singer, i.e. laryngitis, sinusitis and bronchitis. And I had to be sent home for a week. That's probably my worst, except for recently I also got this awful flu and I had to do 9 shows, 7 out of 7 nights with it, which
takes
it takes it out of you, really. I mean,
so it wears you down.
And also it was the sort of flu which sat in your throat for 7 days as well, which doesn't help me. And I was shattered by the last gig.
So what's your favourite memory from the tour then?
It's very difficult. I mean, there are so many things that happen.
Just a blur.
Yeah, I can't even begin to think. I mean, there's so many funny things happen with the audience and one thing.
You have a very energetic performance style on stage. What do you do to prepare for it?
What, vocally or physically?
Vocally, physically. I mean, you jump around on stage like...
Yeah, well, I do a bit of yoga. I do a warm-up yoga exercise, and then I do about 15 minutes push-ups, and not sit-ups, but something like that. And then I do 10 minutes non-stop running. I do 5 minutes scales. And then I go on stage for an hour and a half and sort of jump about like a lunatic, I suppose, apparently. But, yeah.
Well, no, it is a very, very energetic performance style.
It's tiring to watch, I've got to say that.
Well, yeah, I mean, you wore me out when I came to see you. Are you currently working on any material at the moment?
Yeah, I mean, I'm always writing. That's what I enjoy doing. I mean, I'm constantly, I just can't stop. I mean, I can't stop thinking about ideas and stuff, so. And we're just preparing a new album, so.
When's that sort of...
When you smile at me. I really don't know. I mean, once you've written it and you've produced it and it's there waiting, it's then down to other powers. I mean, it's down to record companies, management, decisions, pressing the album, everything else. It's like...
So you're going to be later this year, possibly for the Christmas?
Possibly, not for the Christmas, because we leave that up to Cliff, because we respect him that much. But we'll possibly put an EP out before that.
That'd be good.
Yeah.
That'd be good. That'd be something definitely to look forward to. What's your favourite track to perform live?
Wow. Well, obviously, because the band has got quite a history, I mean, there's a lot of old stuff that, as a fan, originally, that I really like to perform. I mean, there's this, actually, I can't say that on TV, but there's one song with a particularly hairy title, which is probably, I can't actually name, but that's one of my favourites. It's a mystery one. There's a song called Never See that we do. There's a song called, an old song called Toiler on the Sea, which is very enjoyable. There are quite a few. I mean, it's difficult. There's such a mixture of songs as well. Yeah.
That's good. That's good. Well, we've got some goodies that you've been kind enough to bring down for us, including a signed VIP pass, which we'll have a nice close-up of for you right now. And some T-shirts, was it, as well? And
Oh yeah, we've got a T-shirt. We've got a fantastic T-shirt. It's a particularly good T-shirt, particularly good edition. And we've got this pass for you, and we're going to ask you a question. Spell your own name backwards. Or, equally exciting, we've just released an album, well, it's been out about a year. It's called Strangles in the Night, and there's a song on it called Time to Die, and we want to know what the lyrics in Time to Die refer to, and what they refer to. It refers to something specific. It's a movie.
a big clue there with movie. Definitely a big clue there.
Yes,
yeah.
And it's also a sticky back piece of plastic and a hardback book.
With Paul today in the studio, we have Marian, who is the organiser of the Stranglers Information Service, and who also writes Strangled magazine. Marian, what can you tell me about the Stranglers Information Service?
Basically, SIS, a shortened version of the Stranglers Info Service, was set up by the band about 17 years, in fact exactly 17 years ago this year, because they were sick and tired of being misrepresented in the press, and they wanted their thoughts, opinions, views on music, life, anything that interested them, to get straight to the fans without being twisted in any way, and they were subject to quite a bit of that from the popular press at the time that the Stranglers were first sort of catching on. And SIS continues to exist and carry out that function. Strangled magazine comes out several times a year. We've got subscribers. We also put the magazine into the shops. And
how many subscribers have you got?
At the moment, probably around 2,000, although it fluctuates. We're pulling in a lot of new subscribers. We had a leaflet talking about the information service on the band's last album, Strangles in the Night, and we've pulled in quite a few new subscribers with that, which is a great sign to us because it shows that not only have the fans accepted the new band, but they're really getting into what they're doing, and they're not losing their enthusiasm for the Stranglers. So that's good.
You've got a live video that's going to be due out through the information service fairly soon at Fontwell Park. What can you tell me about that? That's
right. Well, it was one of the most bizarre gigs I've ever been to, but it actually turned out very well against all the odds. It was a gig that was set up at Fontwell Racetrack in a huge marquee. The organisers had decided there were certain places in the country that don't get to see enough live performances because of lack of venues. And they decided, well, if the mountain won't come to Mohammed, they'd get this huge marquee and take it to people so that they wouldn't have to be running up their transport bills every time they wanted to go and see a band play. So that's basically what they thought. Stranglers were the best band to launch this project.
Yeah.
Freezing cold day.
It was, yeah.
Nobody thought it was going to go as well as it did, but the band played a storming gig, and luckily we decided to get that particular gig filmed, and we hope to release it through SIS within the next few weeks.
Next few weeks?
Yeah.
So if anybody's interested out there who actually wants to get a copy of the video, you can contact either us at Town TV or Marian at the Stranglers Information Service. I'd like to thank both of you for coming in and speaking to us this afternoon or this evening, depending on when anybody's watching this, and hope that you both prosper and that the fan club continues very well. Thank you very much indeed.